Welcome to another episode of the Pog Review Show. I am Gabe, Gabriel, Angela Pogs, and we're gonna review, guess what? Some Pogs. Alright, first Pog that we've got. Yeah, it's a Wolverine Pog. Put it up on the screen. Yeah, alright. You seeing this? Okay, so that's a Wolverine Pog. So, here's some information coming from this Pog. Part of Marvel Comics. X-Men. This is X-Men number 3. I assume this is the third of a Pog series. This is Spy Wolverine. So that helps. That helps us figure out why Wolverine's wearing these sweet sunglasses. I'll tell you what it says. This is Spy Wolverine. Before Wolverine received his adamantium skeleton and joined the X-Men, he operated as a covert military spy along with Sabretooth and Maverick. 1994 Marvel. 1994 Toy Biz Inc. Okay, so that gives us some context of this Pog, of the story that's happening in this Pog. Before this Pog before this Pog was in my hands, it had a story happening. And it's probably got a story happening after. Long after I'm dead and buried in the ground with all my Pogs, this Pog is still going on. This Pog's got a lot of mixed emotions for me. One thing I like is the art style. I like the sketchiness of it. I like the coloring. I like that Wolverine's dab of hair over here is a little bit blue. I like these glasses. I already said that, but I really do. They're cool. They don't have this stupid little thing that I have in the nose. They're just like one lens. Now that's cool because like you're always breaking your sunglasses running down the street after you buy new Pogs. You fall on the ground, you break a lens. Oh, do I replace the sunglasses or do I just replace the lens? You crack anything on this, just go buy new ones. It simplifies life. I like that. He's also got this cool little speaker thing here. It's like, hello, yeah, this is Spy Wolverine. Need backup. I need another pair of glasses. I broke my one's lens. But here's my problem with this Pog, okay? Sorry to bring the room down, but I gotta be honest on here, because honesty is what we're about on the Pog Review Show, okay? We don't sell out on the Pog Review Show here. I will never be bought out by big Pogs and just give out good Pog reviews for payment, alright? I won't do that. I'm always gonna be honest with you guys, because I think that's important in this hobby. We all need to accept the lows that come with the highs of this hobby. Two things are my problem here. One, you have the artist's signature here. You know, I saw that. The more I looked at it, the more I felt like it got in the way of the art. Again, you might not worry about that. That might be something cool. You might like knowing where this Pog comes from. Fine. But what really bothers me is that, like, if you take out this, what is he? Who is this man? I don't know. If you take out that hair, or you don't look at the back, maybe you have no clue who this is. Yeah, I know it's Spy Wolverine, but there comes a time when you're being too much of a spy, and now people can't tell that you're Wolverine. And yeah, that's a bit of a problem when you're trying to sell a certain character to a certain audience in Pog form. I think maybe you should have brought the camera back a little bit and shown a little bit of Wolverine's more iconic hair or something to let us really know right away this is Wolverine. Because right from the start, it's not super apparent, and that's a problem. You know, we've reviewed character and franchise Pogs before, and a lot of times they really let you know who it is. You can just tell right away. This is a bit too up close and personal to really hammer home that it's Wolverine, and I think that's a bit of a bummer. I'm giving this a 3.5 out of 5 Pogs, because I do really like the art style. I like that Wolverine is represented in a Pog, but for Joe Regular, who's coming into Pogs and doesn't know who Wolverine is, this means nothing to him. He's just knowing that this guy's going skiing, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, could be handled a bit better, but whoever did this design, I dig it. Now we're gonna switch it over to my brother Michael, and he's got some news for us.
Hi everybody, Michael here with the news! And today's news is all about the strongest animal on the planet, the rhinoceros beetle. Now the rhinoceros beetle, or rhino beetle for short, is the strongest animal on the planet proportionally. A rhino beetle can lift 850 pounds times its own body weight. That's pretty impressive. If I could lift that much, I'd be lifting 127 tons. The world would be mine. So remember, don't judge a rhino beetle by its size. Judge it by its strength. And try to judge people by that too, I think. Well, that's the news.
Hey Michael, that's some hard-hitting news. Alright, next Pog we're gonna review this episode is something wild. So if you're not sitting down, I definitely suggest you sit. Because what I'm about to show you is gonna make you need to sit. So if you're standing and you don't have a place to sit, find a place quick. Even if it's just the floor or the ground, I don't care. You need to be sitting because your knees are gonna give out, your legs are gonna fail you, because look at this Pog. Alright, put this Pog up on the screen. Right? Look at that. Holy whoa. Alright, so this Pog has so much going on, I can't even really wrap my brain around it. First, yeah, it's a bird. It's a pretty big bird. It's a wide bird, we can say. Is he sad? He seems tired, but a little pleased with himself, even though he is obviously in jail. He's obviously a caged bird. He's in prison of some sort. He's wearing the prison. He's also got a ball and chain, but this is where things really start to get crazy. That's an 8-ball. So his ball and chain is an 8-ball, because if you think about it, a bird is a lot smaller than a person. So like, a pool ball could be used for a ball and chain with a bird. And that's pretty clever perspective thinking, because you're not just doing a ball and chain like you would with the people. You're really getting in there and you're saying, if I was a bird, how would prison look like? And yeah, that's what this is doing. It's also got this little hat. Also, this is Lacan. Where is this bird in prison? There's a lot going on, and it sets up an image that is so vivid and really paints a story. But you want to know, what did this bird do? How did this bird get here? Is this bird gonna get out? Is this bird gonna get parole? Is this bird in there for life? What is this bird's story? That he's in prison, that he's called Lacan, that he's got an 8-ball tied to him, that he can't just be behind bars. They've got to weigh him down. He's kind of pleased with himself. Is he smirking? Is he not really aware of how dire his situations are? Was this what he wanted? Did he want to get into jail? Maybe he's doing a heist or a breakout, but he had to get put in jail first. I don't know. There's just so much that could be about this Pog. And you know what? It's a Pog that makes you think. It's a Pog that creates a greater story in your head. And any Pog that really helps your imagination, that's a Pog that's doing a great job. That's just in this white circular area. Then you got this gold shiny trim. Hold on to your hats. This is what made it a 5 for me. Because this is fine. This would really blow my mind away. But when you got this reflective gold design alongside the outline of this Pog, you're just saying this wasn't enough? That wasn't enough for you. The person who designed this Pog has never been satisfied with his work. And I bet he's still out there trying to perfect the Pog. But I got news for you, guy. You did it! You did it! You made a great Pog. This is something, it's got humor, it's got depth, it's got pathos. I love this Pog. If you see this Pog at some Pog convention, Museum of Pog History, you should definitely make sure you check out this Pog. So thank you for watching the Pog Review Show. I have been Gabe, Angel of Pogs, and I'll see you next time, Pogarians of the Galaxy.